And hello everybody, Zenthar here again with some more Sunless Seas. It's good to see you all. See Maze Hughes, Electrodyne, Zerag von Bromelstein, good to see you. Unfortunately, Stuka will not be joining us today as he is experiencing technical difficulties as is tradition in the BPL. Nothing ever works as intended, so that'll happen though. Alright, without too much delay, let's get us back over into the game and volumize. Hello, Toilet Obliterator. How's it going, man? Be a little bit too quiet there. It's a little bit better. Okay. So last time we actually got it together and managed to purchase a new ship. The wonderful Dawn Treader, a Maniad class frigate, which actually now has an aft spot, which we can use very well. Possibly with some smuggling. We'll see how we go. One second. Alrighty. So we have 20 fuel, 10 supplies, 2 empty mirror catch boxes. Very good. I actually thought I lost that one, but must have picked up another one. Well, that's fine then. Let's start out with the usual. See if we can go and speak. Actually, if we have 20 fuel, I'm guessing we've already spoken to the Dark Speckled Admiral. Oh, that's no good, T.O. Hope she heals fast. Breaking an arm is always a bit of a annoyance for sure, if nothing else. That gives us a nice boost to iron, actually. It takes us up to 80 mirrors. We do need to work on our veils, though. But we need more of everything. I think tonight we're going to focus on some quick, easy money. Perhaps not, Clauderia, perhaps not. We have a considerable amount of cargo hold space, though. Means I can really fill it up. Hunting trophies, Tales of Terror, Memories of Nook, torpedo components, because why not? Oh, we have Judgment's eggs. Falling up the stairs. That's a talent. For sure. The mournful cry of our ship leaving port. We do need some more crew, but I think we can wait for the moment. I figure we'll go straight down to the salt lines and pick up a load of saltstone, sphinx stone. We still have a little bit of the Unterzee that is undiscovered, but we've discovered a fair bit of it. And I do need to come here, I believe, and search for the Isle of Hands, Empire of Hands, rather. I also got a little bit sick and tired of fiddling with that other mic, so I've switched back to the old one now. Quaker's Haven. Oh, we can chat to the fisherman, I believe. Gives us a port report. Yes, eternally at odds with the Empire of Feet. One day they will determine which limb is best. Hands or feet. What I will do is start the predictions. Actually, no, because we're going to be doing some short runs here. I don't want to start any predictions while it's quite easy and my victory is assured. Once we go to hunt a lawn fluke, then I'll start the predictions. I won't cheat anyone out of their goob. We have a mighty 450 hull, though. We'll visit the Unmakers, we'll lose some terror, compile that pork report, and we'll carry some sphinx stone to London. Lovely. Now it's almost... It is worth it. I'm going to go grab some clay men bound for London and some We Are Clay as a ship upgrade. That way we can reduce this ridiculously large crew requirement. I think it's a bridge fitting. We'll have to find out. You might even stop off in Guider's Morn and pick up some ridiculously expensive food. Today I'll take some free food, thank you, sir. What did we get from you? Ah, some fuel. Oh, well, that's always thing. Let me just get into port and I'll take care of this disturbing storm of bots. How completely unacceptable. Ben. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. Ban. Ban. Oh no. No, no, no. Terrible bots, terrible. So many of them too. Gonna have to go back after the stream and report all of these. This doesn't make for good content, guys. I'm sorry about that. Oh, every time I ban one, a new one pops up. This is getting ridiculous. It's the curse of the dark times here, I'm afraid. Just means that I'll have to deal with it myself. That's right, it means that others won't have to deal with this bot when it comes around again because we'll have banned all of its alts. I'm almost convinced as well that these aren't trying to help your channel, they're just trying to steal your data. Remember to stay safe on the internet, everyone. No one's out there to help you. Also, good morning, Riven868, now that I can finally see your message. Exactly, hidden boss. There we go, we cleaned them up. The morn is a stalagmite, vast as a crag, and its foot has no safe harbours. The Corsair citadel nestles halfway up. An intricate system of winches takes the strain, and your ship rises slowly from the sea. Her hull creaks in protest. Grizzled sailors groan and cling to the stanchions. Higher and higher, now the Unterzee shimmers like glass below. Children clamping in the crevices cheer and wave alarmingly. The winch motor slows, and you hang in the cradle next to a red-bowed pirate cutter. Go for an exploration. There's a surprising quantity of actual landscape on the Morn. It's vertical, admittedly, but once you find the Beast Pass and Urchin roads, you can traverse it as you would a rocky moor, with an additional throatful of lurching terror. The lurching terror adds character, of course. You come across a crew of Chelenate hunters exchanging heated insults with a Carnate privateer. It looks likely to end in blood. They may be foreign, but at least they're halfway sophisticated. We can raise our own. It goes badly. The foreigners are enraged. There's a scuffle, and somewhere in the scuffle, a stabbing. You fall back hastily to the ship, leaving them to brawl with each other. Ah, alas, such as it is. I've lost 2 crew now. That's no good. Clearly hidden boss, always. It's just too much to pay for anything, really. Let's go. Guider's Mourn. It's just a rip-off, as all pirate hubs are. Can't make an honest living there, even as a pirate, I believe. Bless you, Tabara. So yes, we'll go down to Polythrum and pick up some clay men bound for London and some We Are Clay, which will reduce my crew requirement a little bit. I tried working as a professional fisherman, but discovered I couldn't live on my net income. Riven 868. Tish. Thank you, sir. That's a good groaner. I always found it to be a bit of a fishy profession. It's the thing about fish, they come in waves. Now we shall carry Clayman to London, go to the shops. It's expensive, but it's worth it. No, it fits to an auxiliary slot. I thought it was a bridge slot. Damn, I'll have to think about that. It does give us 250 engine power. Means that our engine power is greater than 1500 now. Ah well, we shall be fine, as they say. We can go to Dahut and refuel and rearm. I was going to pick up a load of coffee, but now I think I may not. That's why most sailors drink, to forget the growers they hear. Yes, just a touch up towards Dahut. We'll pick up some cheap fuel there. Ah, that's no good, Martel says. Do you know that 10 plus 10 and 11 plus 11 have the same answer? Really, Hidden Boss, and what would that be? Ten plus 10 is 20, and 11 plus 11 is 22. Manat-nat-da-dat-dat. Shops. Buy some more fuel. Back up to 20. Buy some more supplies. Back up to 10. We'll do a touch of undersea exploration. Ah, a thing. A treasure. Perhaps something delightful. Or damning. Dare we delve into the lost parts of the underwater wrecks? Looks like fuel. We'll take some fuel. Unclear what this is, but our engineer assures us it will burn. Once we get a upgrade, dual wielder, we are able to transform at will. It puts a pressure hull around whatever ship we have, so they become submarines. I think this one looks quite nice. Ah, a Corsair undergalley. You were instantly detonated. Your Zub lights illuminate the dark tendrils of blood in the water. There is movement at the porthole. Some of the Corsairs have survived. We could destroy it. Attempt to board the wreck. There will be bloodshed. There may be supplies. Or we can negotiate a surrender. She sells seashells by the seashore. Oh, at the seashore. Sorry, yes. Good morning, LT-422. 424, rather. Yes, technically I could turn the Dreadnought into a submarine. We will have the greatest underwater Dreadnought. Let's negotiate a surrender. There's a returning flash from a lantern. You swim the brief gap between your vessels. Hollow-eyed, the captain hands you the remnant of the undergalley's provisions, but refuses rescue. The captain turns and motions his crew to begin repairs. By the time you return to your Zub, the Z before you is dark. 3 supplies and 3 fuel. I will take that little boon. I haven't been this way yet. A little bit of exploration to complete the map will do no harm, he said before he died horribly. Were they jarred sea smells? Gather the corpses. Very good. And I do believe we're trying to help the principles of Coral die. See, there was a Japanese design. I can't remember what it was. I know it had a designation of like 400 series or something like that. But they had this insane idea that they would make an underwater aircraft carrier. And they put like 3 whole planes into this aircraft carrier of a submarine to try and launch them. But the problem was, like, you have to surface to launch them. The I-400, that's the one. Like, you have to have this whole separate pressure vessel for this plane that needs, you know, air and everything to function. Plus, you need to have the ability to repair them, or you get one shot, and that's basically it. Yeah, it was a good idea, but almost impossible to execute well. Ah, cask of mushroom wine. I mean, to be honest, they should have tried to focus on finding a way to fit the submarine with radar. That would have been an interesting thing if they could have made an underwater radar system work. 3 of them. I'll give it a look, Joe Wilder. I like the pattern. A catapult and crane in good working order and still be a decent submarine is ambitious. Just such limited space with such a lot of... such a large logistics capacity to function as an underwater scout vessel. Oh, we can get some knowledge out of that, and a hunting trophy. Very nice. I think it'd be more feasible, but at the same time less effective. Now, making an underwater drone carrier, that could be very interesting. I'd be interested to see what they could do with an underwater drone carrier, especially if you could have it with a few disposable type drones. Its entire mission would be to launch them as close assault aircraft, fly in under the radar, and then climb and attack targets with a high angle of attack. Would be very effective against hardened targets, for example. Oh, yes. I'll give Subbrief a look. No, Low Barnet, I shall not be paying you a visit today, unfortunately. I can't say that I was ever familiar with it back then. Let's see. London. You will deliver our claymen, which will give us a nice 120 echoes. Deliver our saltstone, swingstone, whatever. We'll hire on some more crew. We have such orphan capacity now. More crew. Regrets of her brother. Iron Republic. We've lost 6 captains. Very good. Low Barnet. Let's see. Hello, Kai. It goes well. We have our new boat. We are doing various runs to get some cash up. We're checking right now just what we're up to. Ooh, the light has touched you lightly. 27 yearning burning. That's dangerous. We have 3 suspicion. Very interesting. The Carnegians hate me again. They always do. It's not my fault. Nuncio and the like. Yep. We need some ambiguous eoliths, I remember. Oh, the door machine is blazing. Salt's attention, storms. Storm's attention, and Storm's curse is upon us. We've done Visage. Bring the chemist a jar full of tether from rack. Okay. Someone in London requires his services. Very good. Okay. Sorry about that brief delay. We'll continue along now. We'll gather on more crew. Gives us a new total of 22 crew. Don't believe we need anything else. London. Sorry, I was just in here. My bad. I want to visit the Dark Spectral Admiral. Submit these. Very good. Suppose we could stop off in our... I don't feel like wasting 100 echoes right now, though. Okay, we should be good. No Stuka today, dual wielder. And I have a parrot because I wanted the mirrors bonus. Nothing more, nothing less. I may as well start his quest at the very least. I think you wanted a flute core. Yes, a flute core. We have some things. I'm not feeling the We Are Clay, though. I'd much prefer the extra 7 pages. I thought it was a lot better than it actually turned out to be. Yes, there we go. We can sell that off for 300. Very good. That gives us a bonus to mirrors with a reduction in veils. I mean, for 100. There we go. A little bonus, but still a bonus. Didn't say it increased anything. Okay, let's get back out into the sea. We have a lawn fluke to hunt. For the next ship is like 80,000, I think, so we've got a bit of work to go. I believe what we'll start to do is, now that we have a decently sized cargo hold, we'll start trading some coffee in Vienna. Of course, if we happen to stop by Esteval and pick up some sunlight boxes... Oh, we have many orphans. We could even have 3 more if we so decide, but I'm running a little bit lean, I think. Hello, crab. We'll get some supplies. There we go. 2 supplies. Let's see. What is our destination? Generally around the Gant Pole and the Chalinate is where we'll find those delicious morsels. So we can but hope to find a few. Well, we can always buy an upgraded engine. That is something that we do need to do. We need to unlock the impeller. Use unspecified emergency supplies. They do live in the cargo hold or in the armor loops. technically classified as cargo. You have to pay stamp duty on people. What's attacking me here? A boat. Now we do have a light ship out here in the middle of nowhere. Let's see if there's anything under the water here. Ah yes, one of those slow riffs. Ooh, very useful. Goodbye. Ho ho, a thing. What is this? A putter pot up. We'll quickly loot that for some fuel. Now we'll deal with this wreck ship. Get out of here, wreck ship. You can't prepare a boarding party. Any plan goes out the porthole the minute your boots touch the deck of a strange vessel. In this case, it seems these pirates like to play dead in person as well. Fortunately, your crew aren't the kind to be fooled twice. They return with clean cutlasses and bloodied boots. Some are even smiling. We got some echoes, and we got some fuel and supplies out of them for that. How dare you, gentlemen. Very unsportsmanlike. So a light ship is basically a ship with a light on top of it. They were used in the early ages of maritime as a marker, essentially. But they also held supplies for any ship who came past. They would also mark out any dangerous reefs or rocks, any kind of obstruction under the water, shipwrecks and the like as well. Sort of taking a bit of a meandering stroll at the moment. Not the smartest idea. But we can go to Khan's Shadow. I wonder if there's anything underneath Skylar's End. Essentially, yes. Quite the overpriced job. Especially if you were a ship's of a nation that they didn't get along with. Had no choice but you dock with a light ship and pick up the fuel and supplies from that. What is this? It did a glowy. Fluke needles, a cluster of quivering spines shiver in the current. A dead fluke's flesh dissolved in water. The brittle remnants, however, remain stony hard. A very chancy challenge. You don your diving gear. You struggle to drag the skeleton free, the spines quiver. Above you, one breaks, falls like a spear. You raise your hands to ward it off. A tearing? Your suit, the sudden sensation of cold water on your skin, a blazing pain, an abrupt, overwhelming injection of indignation and rage and grief. Your crew reel you in as you tend your wounds, and locks you in your cabin until you stop shrieking. Unfortunate. But not entirely unexpected. Does mean I might have slightly less than one chance to grab some sunlight, though. Oh, what is this? A creature? A curio? A denizen of the sea? A beloved? Its fucking face. A cloud of oily bubbles signal the beast's ends. Its interminable refrain of moans and burbles are plaintive. Whistles, finally dies, away like a harmonium going down a drain. Anything that puts up such a fuss must be edible. We're good. Ah, we got an unreprocessing mash. That's fine. We managed to eat it. We'll head to Khan's Shadow and resupply, I believe. I never enjoyed a game of Monopoly. It always ended in fights. What shall we buy? Well, we can buy some Stygian ivory. I believe I needed some of that. Buy some of that. Shall buy some fuel. And we'll continue our hunt. We'll give them the big moon. By your butts combined, I'm Captain Moon. Now we're looking. Port Cecil's there, a little bit over here, and we'll start finding things that need the murder. Trying to conserve fuel just a little bit because we're out far to sea, so I don't want to waste any of our light. Tormented shark is not, unfortunately, a lawn fluke, so we shall continue searching. We may also find the Eater of Names. It's like, Captain, the signal mirrors are down. Gentlemen, signal them with the moons. Well, I won't spoil anything on that, dual wielder. Suffice to say that they are slightly more tangible than your standard god. We can give them extra thrust if we use them at the rear of the ship. Eater of names! Oh man, it'd be a real shame if you accidentally tried to turn into that port and got stuck. Hey, cease. Would be a shame if someone just abused some of these mechanics, wouldn't it? Eater of names. Don't go too far to the east, though. Can't be having that. Yes, clearly I'm scared and running away from you and not just luring you into another trap. See what's in its cargo. Ah, nothing good. Well, that wasted a good amount of fuel and resources. Well, we can go get... We can get fuel and food from the Sea of Lilies, so we're not in too much of a desperate strait yet. I don't know, Tio. What is the most unethical milk at the anti-vegan Starbucks? I just saw that. The brown side. He wants a barrel of rancid flesh. Surely, we'll compile a port report. Hunting trophy. I don't need it. Let's submerge to the Gant pole. Just hose them down, boys. The submarine surfaces in a pocket of air in the middle of the giant stone heart. You are not the only new arrival. A midnight whale lies mortally wounded on a small beach of bone and blubber, moaning softly. An elderly woman in ragged red robes is carving its flesh, attended by a few disciples. A nitro brew, jeez. I don't want to know what that entails. Kinda do, though. The art of divination through entrails. Not the most pleasant or reliable way of seeing the future, especially with the organs in question, still warm and oozing as she plucks them from the great beast. Whatever she is looking for, the focus it demands exhausts her. A sudden sound, rumbling from the tunnels, the ventricles, the sound of a stampede, a cry of "Protect the mistress," as a flood of naked old men and women wielding primitive bone harpoons charges toward the whale. Old Zayla's fixated on one goal, feast on the Z-flesh, whether the Harapex is finished or not. Defend the fading Haruspex. A rancid rout. You stride into the melee. The Haruspex and her disciples are outnumbered, but your contribution to the fray is worth at least 10 of the elderly attackers. Their harpoons barely leave a scratch. Wrenching one from the nearest attacker, you easily hold the geriatric horde back, with little but pointed gestures. The Haruspex return to her work. From the corner of your eye, you see a little of the method behind it, just a little, but enough to see the traces of a pattern in the grooves of a small ivory slate. The dream is great and ancient. It is fueled by deeds of horror. None will have the strength to deny it. She frowns, unsatisfied. The whale moans its last as she finishes up. Her work done, she thanks you with a nod, and has her people allow the old Zaylers to approach the slowly cooling carcass. Compile a port report. She sits in the ghoulish tent made of the bone and hide of a long-dead beasts, saving her energy for the next great behemoth to reach its grisly end. May add context to her divinations. We will bring recent news. She listens intently to the latest gossip and scandal. How I miss them. Thank you. That makes many things clearer, and other things so much more confused. Let me show you some more of my art. I suspect it will have the same effect. If I had to give this a name, I'd call it Salt, I suppose. No more questions for now. We have other things. Cut some flesh for the shallonate. Pickled and pungent. Your crew would face starvation 100 times more, adding this still quivering mass of glutinous blubber to the supplies. To the shallonate, however, probably counts as hot cuisine. Well, well, well. We must be away. The aspect of salt. I think in Witcher terms it would be considered his house, the place of power, which is why you're able to divine things from that spot, with the beasts of the sea coming to die. So technically it's him. The redolent flesher merchant dips a finger into the quivering blubber and tastes it with shivering enjoyment. He pays you and gets to work selling it by the cupful. It's impossible to tell if the Chelonet prefer it to its customary diet of rancid turtle meat, but it's at least different flavor of terrible. His customers are still licking their lips when the barrel is drained to the last and only drop. 200 echoes per piece of flesh. That's pretty good. So Storm is one that they call the East. So if you go far enough out to the east, you'll meet Storm. But that means going off the map, and there's a very good chance you will not return. Oh, I'm sure they have, but I'm sure that all that would do, Dual Wielder, is just turn it into something worse. It was like I got shown this anime called Maiden Abyss, and it's basically about there's this giant hole with a city around it. There's all these artifacts and things, and monsters and demons in this hole. And my first thought was, why don't they just pour concrete into the damn thing? Like, just fill the hole with concrete to the brim. Anyone comes across a hole that is filled with that much horror, the only thing they are doing is driving as many goddamn cement trucks as they can find and pouring it in there. I still need 175, but I'll compile a port report and we shall pick up some more fuel and a few supplies. Not too many, we can get more supplies quite easily. Oh, hello Sassy, how's it going? I think we're going to go south for a bit. Aha! At last, our prey. Two damage isn't enough to shake me, boy. And I can keep up this barrage for a long time. Longer than you can say submerged, I would imagine. You're almost mine. One more shot. The deliquescing body is full of incomprehensible organs that collapse at your touch. You sketch what you can, cock an ear to the departing harmonies of its violent language. At its center, you find a vast lump of resin or congealed gall, the size of a barrel, flawed with darkness in the false starlight. It is a deep violet purple. Irigo, your doctor whispers, the color of forgetfulness. You got 3 secrets for killing that thing. That's a good way to grind secrets. I could kill like 20 of those. Oh, of course. You could just build a plant right next to it. Just pour it in until it stops being able to accept concrete. I've never met a creature that can survive 50 to 1,000 tons of concrete being dropped on its head in various states of drying. It will be filled with concrete, and whatever nightmares are in the damn place will be gone with it. And then when people ask, what's this weird concrete plug that's in this what looks like a crater, you'll be like, don't worry about it. We'll erect those signs that say nothing of honor happened here. Breadfruit, sugarcane, coconut, soft-shelled crabs, and plump birds too stupid to know a hungry Zala from a tree. Hastival is ripe with treasures unknown to the neath. Fill your hold. We shall compile this. And last but not least, oh, we did it. Well, good. If it is interdimensional, I can fill whatever dimension is filling my dimension with all these garbage monsters. Take your damn garbage monsters and go away, please. I do not want them. Indeed. Now, I only have about 9 light fuel left. I think my best chance is to head for the Sea of Lilies for rearm and refuel. I'm sorry, Mr. Crab, but I do not have time to deal with you right now. But think of the speed. It would be like creating... It'd start raining down semi-solid concrete through this dimensional portal, depending on how deep it is. And then I've got massive amounts of concrete flying at these poor people's atmosphere, and they're going to have bad days. Try explaining that one away. Doing good, Aram Sham. That's the fun thing about concrete, Kai. There's a lot of it. Maybe it'd make them block up their end. Oh, good to hear. Oh yeah, I mean, hell, nuclear waste, nuclear tests, all of the horrible weapons you don't want to use on humans. Just chuck it in the hole. Oh well, you're always welcome back. Let's just buy that back up to 20. I want Godzilla's, Delph. Cthulhuzilla. Ah, now he has nuclear breath as well. Just when you thought you couldn't get any worse, I introduced to you Ghoul Godzilla. One day we just start getting bored, we can't be bothered scrapping old Carnival cruise ships anymore. Into the abyss with them. There's another thing, we could always just dig a really long trench to the nearest ocean and see how much water could fit in there. It's like, I have a hypothesis. Let's see if we can drown them. I see this as an absolute win. I don't know what you're talking about, Sassy. You may have noticed that I've decided to go more south. This will probably end terribly. But I have a big unexplored section of the map, and I am an explorer. Oh boy, time for more Mr. Crab's Wild Ride. I think he's a little mad. He's trying to get to me now. Come on, surface. I mean, why not? 2 hunting trophies though, but that's okay. We can trade them in. No, you're boring and I just fought one of you. That's right, you think better of it. See, if we ever got invaded by aliens as well, as an aside, just a random one that I've come up with, I think it would take humanity all of 30 seconds before we poured an absolutely ridiculous amount of debris into our own atmosphere to prevent the aliens from getting close to our planet. we would just be like, no, 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 you don't get this. This is our planet. We're happy to stay on it. But you don't get to come in here anymore. This is ours. I thought that was something underwater. Turns out it's something above the water. Aha! At last we have found the Isle of Hands. The Empire of Hands, rather. I always get that mixed up. Ah, true. But humans have always been really good at causing issues for themselves. And what's more important, stopping the alien invasion or dealing with the cleanup? Yes, Pentecost ape without express and prior permission of the Admiralty. Any and all acts of spiriphage are prohibited. They know what they did. Beware of stowaways. Keep a tight grip on your soul. Hello, cries the mayor in a broken voice of one not yet used to human speech. Come, make selves at home. All souls, welcome in bountiful empire of hands. The crew shifts uncomfortably. They know the stories. It would take more than the natural beauty of this place to make most of them risk shore leave here. Perhaps not. We will go and do some sailing first. Many boats circle the island, all keeping their distance. The one that gets closest is an extended rowboat painted in yellows and whites and reds. 4 servant monkeys strain at the oars, while its true passenger sits in comfort behind a gauze curtain. Just for a moment, an eye catches yours, but only for a moment. It would not do for a high-souled ape to see something so beneath its notice. Well, we need gift for the monkey emperor first. Nope, my bad, sailing. The trip offers a little time to think on the penties. Technically, they are monkeys rather than apes, but it's not tactful to remind them of this. Their high-souled faces, and the accepted name is Pentecost apes. In private, though, the bloody monkeys is not about as common as it is, one might say, an hominoid insult. Oh, pasture checked. Thank you, Kai. And a stretch. Yes, the Emperor's Groves. Although I did find something funny about Mr. Groves. All I'll say is just think real hard about how you would initial his names. Hello, Jackaboy. The parasynthetic vegetation thrives in the Empire of Hands' fertile soil and cool humidity. We could hunt for some supplies. 10 hunger. What a shame. See if we can... Your legacy to the world, come what may. Their story is yet to be written. Perhaps the Z beckons them as it did you. Perhaps it does not. Salt cannot run in everyone's veins. Will they be the toast of the singing mandrake? Run with the scoundrels of the flit? You cannot be much of their life, as they may or may not wish you to be, but that doesn't mean they wait. What was that? It sounded like giggling. A tiny blonde girl perches watching on a rock, her innocent grimness spiced with mischievous glee. But she giggles like an imp, at the look on your face, at being caught bathing in her hot spring, and the one that floods onto as she scoops up your clothes. We shall chase the monkey foundling. Pretty please. Pretty please. Pretty please. Pretty please. A sock. A single solitary sock. She learns a few new swear words as she races off across the branches, near doubled up with laughter. We failed. The chase continues. Should give her a taste of her own medicine. You kick the tree as hard as you can. The monkey foundling eyes widen in surprise as her balance slip. She fights to recover, but her bare feet slip on the trunk and she falls. Falls with a cut-off scream as she disappears into the foul marsh slime. For a moment there is only silence and a few fading ripples, but then she explodes out first, gasping for air, then laughing and laughing as she splashes to soar in a noxious splatter of brown and green. She turns and salutes you, white teeth shining under all the muck. This time she beckons before she scampers into the woods, leaving a stinky trail in her wake. Whatever game this was, you suspect you just won it. Dr. Eggman the Greatest. Hello. The monkey foundling herself is nowhere to be seen, but she has left you something and sits outside the hut, carefully placed by a large happy face drawn in the black sand. A little prize for being such a good sport. Your clothes, however, are nowhere to be seen. Of course, as the monkey part of her would no doubt demand. Where would the fun be in that? Well, there's no avoiding it out of any longer. We lose 10 terror, though. Vault of the First Empire is not very interesting. Till later. The Blumenbach quarantine. The Admiralty has never stated precisely why it seeks to keep the Empire confined, though most opposition to it fades once said opposers actually encounter a Pentecost ape. They have been easy to corral, however, though they do not lack wit. Here is not an inventive bone in their hairy bodies, and no amount of stolen humanity has taught them the art of creating engines. It's been going good, Dr. Eggman. We have reached Zinthar number 6 at the moment. We are exploring the Empire of Hands, somewhere I've meant to get for a while. But at the moment, we're busy. Well, I do have the menaces unaccountably perkish. Oh, well. Lost 20 hunger, though. And we get a comprehensive port report. So we have 14 fuel, 9 supplies. We could sell him our soul for 200 echoes, which is not really worth it. We'll buy 1 barrel of fresh supplies. And of course we're not allowed to go there. So let's plan our next move. Very good. Let us be away. German duck hunting. Ooh, a savage lawn fluke. Things down this part of the world do not muck around. This is awkward. Very awkward. Can't afford to waste any more fuel here. I'll just have to wait for it to drift away before I launch again. Oh no, not 222 of my hull. We'll have to go get more fuel and more supplies and the like. Oops. But we have our lawn fluke core. Unfortunately, I let it drop too far. I can't even get out the repair orphans. Well, yes, we can use the orphans as glue to hold the hull together, obviously. Do I dare go for Easterval, or just straight to the Sea of Lilies? Well, Easterval is right there. We can at least pick up a few more supplies. Oops. Must be getting late. It is indeed. They can survive the horrors of the cargo hold. Ooh, an albino moray. It's dealable. There we go. My wounds have healed. Ah, another hunting trophy. I suppose we could trade all of these for cash, if nothing else. What about you, gunnery officer? What have you to talk about? Nothing of interest. We could proposition them. It is not unknown for romantic tastes at sea to grow specialized. I'm afraid this jaunt ended up a little bit longer than I thought it would. It's supposed to be a quick one. Yes. Still only 17% chance of success, though. I do believe we will stop off at the salt lines and pick up another layer of Sphinx stone. Hello, Low Kiwi. You mean the cat's lap. The cat owns the lap now. That's his lap, or her lap. We'll stop off at McMaster's Haven, I guess. Don't go far into your question before the hairless postwoman stands up and goes over to the fire, holding herself tightly. She is whispering nothing coherent. Fire, clean, smooth, down to the bone. No excuse. Smooth, smooth. Little black hairs. Still your fool tongue, says Blunt Thomas. It has been marginally. But we did survey the Empire of Hands, which will be good for us as well. And we'll assemble a port report. Cataloguing all the peculiarities of the place takes many pages. The tailors who import gilt buttons and braid just to be able to keep everyone's uniform in condition. The fashion of wearing postbag with nothing inside, wearing it open, wearing it upside down, torn apart, or as a hat. Wearing it in any way that will show it doesn't have letters in it. Then there are the sitting rooms papered in cancelled stamps, the bergamot pomegranate curd on toast, the commerce in rat corpses, the hatred of cats, the absolute custom against ever issuing a paper invitation for any event, no matter how formal. It's the familiarity, the not quite Londonness of the place that makes it all so odd. Well, they do have some fuel here at Nuncio. I suppose it's just letters. It's like, oh yeah, we got plenty of food and fuel. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look out the starboard side of the ship, you will see rat barges in their home territories, stuck in the Finknottle vortex. They're not even worth killing at this point. What is this lighthouse? Have I seen this lighthouse? I have not seen this lighthouse. Oh no, it's Skylar's End. It's just not marked on my map for whatever reason. Left and right on boats are hard, Kai. Also, don't correct the captain. He knows what's best. He doesn't. They did what? How dare them? How dare those orphans get into the port wine? How absolutely abysmal. Surprise! Aha, 4 supplies. Ah, yes, of course, the perfect plan. Why didn't I think of that? Spare a little fuel for a little bit more fuel. We refine it down so they're extra burny. The engines are quite thirsty. Yeah, more than likely dual wielder. Don't worry, all my friends will be there. Hello, unmakers. Lose that 5 terror. Compile that port report. And we'll take the Sphinx Stone. leaving us with a grand total of 20 echoes. Indeed. We're getting close to it, I must admit. We're on 8 and 8. We're saving them. We're doing the Lord's work. We even have a sort of preacher on board with the sigil-ridden navigator. Or is the doctor. And our elegiac cockatoo. I'd know, depending on how long the stairway is, I'd probably be like, I'm going down the other way. Too hard. Yep. Gather information for report. I completely forgot about our Admiralty commission. A deeply tanned vagabond waits in a jolly boat. His clothes are ragged and his face is filthy, but his voice and manners are educated. His message is a string of numbers and the names of 7 towns in Essex, Shropshire, Cumbria. He insists that you repeat it back to him 3 times. He will not allow you to commit it to paper. It's a little weird, but okay. Ugh, I'm not paying that. Cocky gives 2 mirrors. He only gives 2 iron. I have a lot of iron. I mean, I could go with the ferret. Also, it's not like the cat's off of there. Very well. I mean, if I could, I'd love to retire the Mog to the house. A stoker approaches you in your cabin. Captain, she says, that thing in the hold is dreaming about us. It means us no good. No good at all. No, send her away. Well, we'll be sorry. Oh yes, we'll be sorry yet. What the hell's in my hold? Something, no doubt. I don't even have any Sooth and Cooper long boxes. As much as I would have liked to have gone to pick it up, it's not worth my time. We have a something in a box. It's alive, for the most part. It's probably not overly happy it's being kept in a box, though. And we return to London, victorious again. Collect messages. Ah! Yeah, very good. We'll take that 1,000 echoes. $800 echoes. Very good. Deliver that Sphinx stone. A smiling woman in an elegant jonquil gown places a gloved hand on your arm. Are you waiting for the ministry men? They won't be coming, but I have a proposition for you. The stone's full of old memories. The bazaar has been drinking them. She nods to the spires that loom over London, the dark limbs that sprawl through the streets. I have a better destination. Help us bring light here below, and we will reward you richly. Rich reward, light, these are happy words. Yeah, I can take that there. What's on the Rose's Wharf? Oh, they want Scintillac and soulless fruit. Ventura. One colossal lawn fluke, which gets us to 1,000 echoes. Ah, 7 trophies? I can do that for you. Easy money. How many outlandish I'm 1 short of the outlandish artifacts. Damn. $1,500 echoes for them. We shall deliver it to the Dawn Machine. Admiral, I have pork reports for you. Yes, that gets me a few. Cumian Canal, Empire of Hands, which gives me a nice 300 echo. Easterville. Yes, 50 echo, some more fuel. Wisdom. Salt lines. 60 echo. Here they come, the smirking requests from every captain in the place, all wanting to know if you found their lost pocket watches. By the time the clerk pays up, it's clear he's paying more for the amusement than the information. Mangrove College in the Swallowing Isles. Very good. Do we have any more port reports to go with? Nope, we're good. We could talk to the alarming scholar a little bit, I guess. Can sell a few of those. Ah, you've been so very helpful. I wanted to give you something for your next voyage. I bottled it myself. 2 supplies. Very good. I have 9 lamentable relics. I have 1 ambiguous eolith. "20 echoes. I do, but I'm saving it up, Jewelder. I need 2 of them. Searing Enigma. Extraordinary. I think I need that live specimen. I'll take this intriguing snippet, though. So, how much is the next ship? 30,000 echoes. That'll take quite a bit of time to grind for. "125 echoes. Meh. They want 500 echoes for one. We might get some red honey on our way down south to sell this Sphinx stone, though. But we must repair our ship. And hire on a few more crew. Dry dock. Very good. We shall spend some time with our family. See if there's anything we can make in our study. Increase hearts by 7. We can make an anatomical cabinet, though. Or a serene aquarium. Yes, I need to dread some eyes to write that, though. Still too high on the old light. Oh, an invitation to the Benthic College. Ah, yes, of course. The delightful adventuress. The fine cuisine of the Chelenate, the darling clay men, all but a prelude, my dears. Her stories tend toward the fanciful. No, I don't have the right ambition. When I was making Zinthar number 6, we had a driver issue in my mouse, and it caused me to double click through some random options, unfortunately. So we ended up with some stuff that I didn't want necessarily, but it's worked out fine in the end. His stories tend towards the fanciful and conveniently unprovable, but the delightful adventuress has a credulous audience spellbound for hours. Many of her tales of monsters and lost cities have a common theme. She visited them ahead of a certain lady, Leonora Fortescue, and the quite adorable daring archaeologist with whom she sparked a bracing rivalry back at finishing school. The rest are tales bitter as the sourest grapes of being cheated of triumphs by the very same Fortescue whose fanciful fictions are fit only for the penny dreadfuls. By the end of her stories, she is notably more bitter than boastful. She still receives a standing ovation. Yeah, exactly, T.O. Happy little accidents. Ah, she has a business proposition. I hear you recently returned from the Empire of Monkeys? Hands, yes, of course. It is a rare breed that can make such a voyage, foolhardy too, perhaps. She sips her brandy. I wish to charter your vessel to that primitive little island chain, where I shall find what I need to show up the infernal Lenora Fortescue, once and for all, and you, the delightful adventuress, squints, sizing you up. Sufficient compensation will not be a difficulty. A most mutually beneficial arrangement, you will agree. Ah, sure, why not? I'll take you. Ah, yes, no, I remember the Sphinx Stone delivery. We also need to find an outlandish artifact, so we'll be needing to go that way anyway. We have 12 fuel. We'll buy it up a little bit. Diffusifies. Ooh, how many Foxfire candles? I'm going to buy as many as I can, which appears to be 7. And we're all full up. Because so much exploration requires on it. Do we have anything else we can sell, perhaps? There we are. Much better. And away we go. Oh, thank you, Joe Wilder. Oh, yep. I was hunched over again. Oh, my shoulder's been acting up recently. I wonder if that's got something to do with it. I mean, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, true. It will be a tough challenge. I'll try it. Nope, and I've managed to get a wound. I wish it didn't happen that way. No, the Sphinx Stone's now going to the Grand Geode. They wish to take it from me, and they're going to pay more, so I'm going to send it down there, Kai. Let's say stop off quickly at Quaker's Haven. And we'll chat to the fisherman. Very good. Away we go again. Huh, there's still some blood on the water from when I killed that crab. Ah, good. I can heal that wound. Lose a supply, but that's fine. We'll grab some fragments out of that one. Pardon me, Crabman. No, praising the sun would be a terrible idea, Jewelwilder. It would burn me to death. Incinerated in an instant. The sun is poison down here. We'll listen to some surface gossip and gather a pork report. That's not fair. Why is that so expensive? You're right next to the surface. You should have freighters coming down here. Yeah, that's very true. I would be very resplendent as I burn to ash. This takes us past some very lucrative trade routes, actually. There's a few ways to make oneself more resistant to the sun. At the bottom, now it's Port Carnelian. That's where the Dawn Machine lies. The sun, 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 the sun. I'll try compiling a port report. Strips away my pages every time. Let's see, what have they got? Nothing particularly good. But the fuel is as always cheap. With their leaflets of propaganda floating in the wind. Well, let's go to the Grand Geode first. And also, hello, Komeni. Let's flee the nightmare. Oh no, not a glorious dreadnought. No, it's only a glorious frigate. It's about to be a glorious sunk. Ooh, an unread log. Lovely. Yeah, no big deal. It just sucks you in. Offers you promises things like warmth, safety, freedom from all of this. The bright-eyed sequencer sent you here. Another equally bright-eyed quartermaster awaits you and your stones. The stones, marvelous. The bazaar is the enemy of our light. It's the enemy of anyone with eyes, too. Nasty, greedy, tentacled thing. Well, our light will sort it out, you'll see, because you have eyes. And wonderful eyes they are, too, if I might say so. The stone of yours will help, and we reward those who help us. Here, a bundle of banknotes. Here, a monograph on perception. And here. She leans forward and kisses you, once on each eyelid. As she draws back, the world has changed. You always knew the Neath was a place where the laws of the sunlit world did not apply. But now, somehow, you can see it. Is this chaos or freedom? The quartermaster directs her laborers to pack the stone. The Z is quiet. The geode glows like a lamp. Pardon, madam. You have missed an eye. It is now resplendent. So I need the figurehead of the Eater of Names and a dread surmise. I have enough crew. We'll need a vital intelligence, 50 supplies, which I can do. And I need to go fight the Eater of Names again and take its figurehead this time. Get out of here, damn it. Ah, a sack of dark drop coffee beans. How very fortuitous. Welcome, Nixilis. The Dawn Machine. Hear its beat like a heart. The sun, the sun, the sun, the sun. They've never actually gone underwater near it either. Oh, sorry, Nixilis. Oh, that's much worse underwater. Underwater we can bathe in the light. Oh no! So I wasn't paying attention. Ah, yes, very good. Quite. We will not be doing that again. Well, I didn't know that bathing in the Dawn Machine's light would give me instant death terror. And it didn't warn me about it at all either. And I did not keep a close enough eye upon it. Normally I'm one to roll with the punches of the game, but... We will ignore that, pretend it never happened. Yes, but it was not explicitly stated, so... But it's not the sun! Well, I mean, it is the sun, but it's not the sun. But yeah, okay. I get it. I get it. I just didn't want it to end on my own stupidity this time. Again. Oh dear. The sun burns too bright. So we've got the Delightful Adventuress, we have some Stygian Ivory, Element of Dawn, some empty mirror catch boxes, and a Wakeful Idol. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these phosphorescent nodules. Okay, let us be away. And this time we shall not tangle with the glorious dreadnoughts and the like. We shall gaze at this Dawn Machine, but we shall not frolic upon it. Oh no, there's much worse than sunless skies. Oh, in man's hubris, they did some terrible things to suns in sunless skies. What did we get this time? Ah, an outlandish artifact. Exactly what I happen to need. Let's go buy ourselves a nice... stonkingly large. My hubris, indeed, Kai Harbour. I was foolish. I flew not only too close to the sun, but directly into the damn thing and was like, oh man, this is warm. I should have thought about this. What I should like to do is purchase a large amount of dark drop coffee beans here, and then perhaps some firkins of prisoner honey if they happen to fall across my way. Creepy birds, get out of here. Braving the jungle violet spore drifts, you find a narrow stream. You kneel among the red-capped agarics that spot its banks. It doesn't heave with sapphires, as the stories promise, but an afternoon's panning yields a pocketful of glittering shards. 23 echoes. It's not exactly giving me a lot of them, is it? This was struck from the side of the mountain of light, who is the god-called stone. Its holy treat is accordingly. So yes, stone is actually a mountain. That's right. Oh, you mean the river? This is the river that leads to Stone's heart. He is the land. I can try. I don't think I can, but I can try. What do you need? Ho-ho! Sata Fervent, the Khanate unofficial representative in Port Kalilian, does not speak of his religion. According to this report, though, he reveres Judgment's eggs. They sell them reluctantly in Irem and the Iron Republic. The gods of the gods. You show him the egg, and not even a lifetime of lies can conceal his desire. He values his faith above his Khan. You squeeze him dry, extracting secrets the white and golds have killed to keep. When you leave him, you advise him to look after this new egg. The Dawn Machine is searching for them. I got a strategic information from that as well. And I have now 3 moves in the great game. Ooh, I've almost got enough to decide Port Carnelian's fate as well. I have 2 Searing Enigmas. Well, the end game of this game, Nixilis, is to... Well, at the beginning, there's a couple. So, at the beginning, you can choose your own desire, which is, if you achieve it, you end the game. It gives you a, you've well done screen and everything, and you can go on and collect another one. There are also secret desires that you can find, like establish your own kingdom. Immortality is another one. There's a few more that I can't remember right now off the top of my head. But yeah, you essentially just trade, find the stories. It's the stories that you find along the way to those goals that are the most interesting part of this game anyway. I'm going to seek another opportunity at a later date, though. Yes. We shall buy some supplies while we're at it, though. There we are. Lovely. Oh, almost forgot. How many sacks of dark drop coffee can we fill to? 20 of them. The endless cycle of life and death, yes. Oh, they're not potential Eldritch horrors. They're very real. All too real. Like, it's perpetual twilight under the sea, and all you see is the eyes in the roof that's staring down at you. Well, I mean, it's always an option, Kai. Depends on how much I get to the adventurer and his desires. Oh, yeah, there is. Shall compile a plot report. Two mellifluous sisters unlock the gates. Your key is mostly ceremonial. Before you is a garden dipped in blood, a sea of petaled crimson. Winding paths lead to irregular rows of cages, each covered in tangles of thorn and vine. Some of the prisoners inside of the cage call out to you. Others mutter to themselves or weep. A few simply stare, hopeless and silent. An occluded vial. The mellifluous sisters tell you that the honey occludes at the precise moment when the person's memories are harvested from. The precise moment when the memories are harvested from, dies. The memories lose their sharpness a little. You taste the honey, and then your mouth fills with blood. A fight. You in the memory feels a hand squeezing your neck, a dull pain in your left knee. Your fingers fumbling for a knife. You adjust ever so slightly out of reach. You spit a tooth into your assailant's eye, and she flinches back. Your fingers close around the knife, and you slash her across the cheek. The whitish substance of her eye leaks down her face, and she howls into the false-starred sky. Is there a dead woman writhing in some strange hell as you steal her memories? Death in the Neath is so rarely a release. This is the Isle of Cats in Port Cavendish. Port Cavendish, the Isle of Cats, rather. Ah, we missed our chance to buy some more honey. That is okay. Ah, but contraband trading is so fun. It's the most profitable. Especially if you go to Astavol and get some delicious light. Name 2. Because I've not met one. Let's go trade our coffee. Well, I suppose coffee is the most profitable way to do it. If you're not careful, the light will burn your soul away. Ah yes, searing enigmas to dread surmise. Irem to Iron Republic. It does. That's why you sort of have to do it while it's available. What do I need? 2 supplies, 22 fuel. Yep, I lost one of my crew. Well, let's buy our train ticket to Vienna. $1,600 echoes. Each day the proprietor waves at the bustling blaze of the cafe. We draw a little nearer to bankruptcy. Your coffee helps delay our demise, if only by a week or two. I am grateful, I suppose. Here, this is all I can afford to pay you. No real time limit. A dinner with a gentleman from the bureau. A fierce old fellow listens intently to your account and dispatches agents to arrest the agitator. We are grateful, he says. I shall not insult you by offering you payment, but I must invite you to dine with me before you leave. Well, we got strategic information and some moves in the great game. Could purchase some extra fuel, I guess. And that gives us a nice 500 echoes. Now, how much do we need to return? Ah, yes. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna have to buy up to like 12 fuel now. Okay. Wisp. I have not found Wisp, actually. Da, 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 da. 9, 10. Whoops. 11, 12. 12 fuel. And back to the Cumian Canal we go. And now we can make vital intelligence. Yes. I have plenty of memories of distant shores. Oh, right. Mangrove College, of course. I mean, you'd think so, but I'm guessing that like they only have like really good food. Intelligence is really good for money. I'm going to go sell it to someone, and that'll increase the supremacy of London. It'll get me 500 echoes, I think. A good amount, either way. And we'll see if there's anything left of the salt lions, but I'm pretty sure they're gone. Yep, all my terror is gone. Good night, Inevitable Geometry. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Ah, 2 basalt beasts. One day we'll do that, Jewel Wielder. That's what Godfall is. A barrel of Murgatroyd's fungal crackers, a sack of coke, a tear-stained Bible, an odd slick of blood. Take what you can and leave. If there's an earthquake or something, he occasionally smites people with his rods of God. Gillifleur, why do you have a death wish? I suppose I could have a death wish, you never know. Let's go check on our ratty friends. Hairless advisor, you return to us. Praise the tide. We need your wisdom once again. Cloaked man in a hippo mask stands surrounded by a pack of rodent soldiers. We caught this one sneaking around by the aide hesitates, Pod sketching the shape of Pigmo's blue scintillac. What should we do with him, hairless advisor? Flourishing's blessings be upon you, noble frog. The light of our lost eye draws our gaze. I come but to confirm it as our scryers were told, and the speech goes on for some time, damn it. Is there anyone underneath that doesn't covet Marinia's lump of blue scintillac? Masked man puts up no resistance. We will tie him down while we decide his fate, squeaks the aide, perched on your shoulder. We have no prison that can hold him, but our ropes are sturdy. I hope they are sturdy enough. Oh, well, very good. We shall compile a port report and be on our way. But I think that's probably going to be all I can do for tonight. We bought a new ship and we've already re-established our fortune. We have made, as they say in the business, quite a lot of bank. I think next time, if Stuka is back, we will begin some more explorations. Yes, it's a bit depressing. We did lose a few orphans on our trip to the surface by the looks of it. The damn slippery things managed to escape. We shall now gently return to London. This ship is thirsty, but it is very effective in combat. Which means maybe next time we can go and fight the ever-present bastard that is Mount Nomad. And I can fit a discouragement on the back of this ship so I can do drive-bys. I'm glad I can provide some entertainment, Nixilis. No worries, Kai. You all have a wonderful day, or night, or whatever time it happens to be for you all. Thanks, Tio. You have a good day, too. Yes. We'll have to find out what happens next time with the revenue men. Oh no, that's alright. I'm just going to talk my way out of this search. Very good. All right. Until next time, everyone. See you later.